Wow, that went live fast. Hey guys, Robin Miners says grab your snacks. I love that. You're coming to the Zoom call? Oh, that makes me really happy, Robin. I'll look forward to seeing you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Hey everybody. Hey Abigail. Mods, love you guys. I mean that. Hey Dee, sorry you have a cold. Jennifer Ogle, I love this. So glad to be here. Another person starting therapy because of Reese. That is incredibly inspiring. And I just want to say thank you for telling us that. Um, Thank you for doing it. I think therapy is incredibly, Yadira, keep going. Uh, Therapy is just, I'm a huge, huge advocate and I love you guys. I love therapy. It helps a lot. I think it should be way more affordable and accessible to everyone, including kids, especially. Hey, Wisconsin Barb. Liz Tricks, I love you, girl. Hey, Christy Lynn Wilson, Little Mink. Interesting. I hope that was fun for you, Little Mink. Hey, HC from LBC. Rain Virus made it. Catherine B. I hope you're on the mend, babe. I hope you're feeling better. Hey, SoCal Joy. Sophia, welcome in. Nancy Jane. Okay, well, have a good day at work, Nancy Jane. Hey, Renee B. Hey, Aspire to Inspire. Carolyn Cotter. You changed your name. Didn't you change your name? Maybe I'm wrong on that, Carolyn. Now I'm embarrassed. Hey, Peggy Collins, Angie Moe, Marie Marion. That's very kind, Marie Marion, but I am not qualified at all to be a therapist. I wish I would have been a therapist. I would love to be a therapist. Like it would be really cool to get educated in that area and help people. Sorry. Hey, Donna Cooper, Lumen. I'm happy to see you. Spooky Vista. Always late. Yeah, it's nice to see you. I love your picture. I lost my sweet mother to Alzheimer's. I've missed watching you. Hope you are well. I am so sorry for your loss. Always late. I'm happy to see you. You are welcome here, and we send prayers and wishes, and you are warmly welcome here, babe. That's got to be hard. I can't say I understand or have any experience there. Losing a mother, I'm told, is the hardest thing. But a lot of our chat understand what that's like, and thank you for sharing it. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, babe. We love you. Linda Gillum, thank you. You did change your name, Carolyn. I thought so. Hey, Buffy. I know my customers. Robin W. You are my best therapist. Thank you for that, Reese. Again, I wouldn't say that's the best. I'm not qualified to be a therapist, babe, but thank you for the vote of confidence and the compliment. I love you. This is therapeutic for me. I mean, we all know that. We've talked about it. Jojo, welcome in. Buffy Summers, I'm doing a lot better. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. Hey, Armine. Oh, well, you should have texted me. I know that I owe you a phone call, Armina. I just have a lot. My mornings are taken up almost every morning, and you and I used to talk in the morning. I'll find a time, I promise. It's just been busy with end of summer, now back to school, but I haven't forgotten about you, babe. Yeah, Rain Virus lost her mother. I know she definitely misses her mother as well as Kestrel. Yeah, Marie Marion, it's sad. Hey, Barbara, wait. I'm so glad you're going to be there, Robin Miners. Guys, just to remind you, the Zoom call is this Sunday at noon. Hey, Alicia, welcome in, my love. I love it when you're here. The Zoom call is this Sunday at noon. I'm really looking forward to it. I always look forward to the Zoom call. I was going to, I wanted to talk about something specific today. You know how some days, like yesterday's stream, I thought sucked. I thought it fell flat. Hey, just as I am, because I really had nothing. Some days I have nothing to work with, which is fine. I'm not afraid to go on. The show goes on. But hey, Honey Lou, thank you. Hey, Pat Jonas. But you can kind of tell on those days. And also, I usually tell you, hey, Lizzie Meggs, welcome back out of lurk mode, babe. Yeah, of course, Armine. I love you. I think about you all the time. Just know that. Uh, oh, I'm glad. Catherine B., I'm looking forward to that. That's horrible. Always late. Well, at least she's not, I don't know if she was in pain, but she definitely is not suffering anymore either way. Working in senior living, I definitely saw people. I worked in the lower part of senior living, which is independent living, but of course there's tiers, right? Like there's assisted, there's long-term skilled care, skilled nursing, memory care, which is where a lot of people go if they have different degrees, stages of Alzheimer's, dementia, things like that. And I visited memory cares and toured them all the time because I was the sales and marketing director. So I would go to different facilities and meet and network, things like that. Hey, Tony's Hooter. Hey, Debbie Zito. And I'm excited to see you, by the way, Sophia. So while I didn't work in that field, I worked with hospice very closely, palliative care, all those things. And it's so hard to watch. But you love them, and it was just rough for me. There's no, bless the people who work in that field, but like when I would tour memory cares, it was so hard for me. Usually I would cry. It was just really difficult for me. So I understand and I'm sorry. Irish Mart, welcome in. Hey, Ewa. Audrey, good to see you, babe. So sometimes I have a topic. Yesterday, really, you could tell I didn't have much to work with, which is fine. I don't mind doing a show either way. You're not always going to be your best, and that's okay. Today, I have something I want to talk about, but first, I want to say, I don't know how many of you were with me. That is very grateful that she passed peacefully, always late. We're always grateful for that. Alicia was grateful for hospice when she lost her mom. I totally get that. Hospice is incredible. I had one person that was absolutely awful. When my husband Fred died, the first person I worked with that company was terrible. I couldn't believe she worked in hospice, but it was so unusual. And typically they have the biggest hearts. Hey, Verbo Boss. Yes, end of life care, whether it's an animal or a human being, end of life is really hard. It is so hard. And until you've experienced it, it's rough. I mean, you can imagine, but just experience, it can be a beautiful thing too. I have to be honest. I sat with my husband when he died, and a lot of you have done that with loved ones. Hey, Bigsy. And Lisa Kelson, I love you, babe. At the same time, it was an absolute gift. Like it is. Lisane, welcome in. They're angels, honey Lou. Yes, but it is a true gift to be able to be with someone as they pass, as they cross over. It's a true gift. As much as I miss him, I have said this many times, I would not change a thing. The way he passed, the way everything I got to say, we got to say to each other, his final words will always and forever be in my heart, you know? I love it so much. I'm actually glad we're talking about it. I won't stay on it, but I loved so much when Fred said, he looked at me and he goes, nobody will ever love you as much as I do. And I thought, he means that. He means that. And for those to be your final words, I don't, Big Z. And then he said, I think he was checking out. He was winding down. And he said, tell Reese she was the love of my life. And then he never spoke again. That was the last thing he ever said, but it was those two sentences together within, a short amount of time. He just looked at me and he said, nobody will ever love you as much as I do. And then he said, tell Reese she was the love of my life. And he never spoke again. So while it's horribly sad, and I'm not trying to make you guys sad. It's not sad. It's a beautiful thing. That's my point. I was always worried that he was going to, I'm sure, like always late. Like she passed peacefully. Thank the Lord for that. Because my biggest fear, I knew he was going to die, right? Like age gap. But I always feared every day I'm going to wake up next to him and he'll be gone. Or he's going to trip and have some god-awful fall. And I'm going to come home, hey, Geoplanet Jane, and see him. Or he's going to be almost dead when I get home and he's suffering, right? And I got to call him. I just always had all these scenarios in my mind. Like, how is this going to go down one day? And how is this going to happen? It's probably twisted to think like that, but it's also realistic. He was 95 years old. It's not like I was, he was 55 and I was planning his funeral. I knew it was going to happen at some point. And I just always felt like I had to be prepared for that. And I'm the opposite of some people. Some people I'm working in senior living are the opposite of that. They're in denial. Like, oh, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to talk about it. And that's understandable too. Purple Boss, hey, Tash Bits. Yeah, I know you did, Robin W. Robin lost her husband, Roger. Thank you. The title today is relevant to that. I lost a lot in the process, putting things back together in a new way now. Verbal Boss, that's a beautiful thing. And that's a beautiful thing too, Sophia. Sudden deaths can be so hard. So happy when we have time with loved ones. Yes. Yeah. It's a reminder, really, Lumen, you just lost a loved one, your cat, yeah, Rain says it's good to be prepared for the what ifs. I can tell you, and I would never go into detail on this, but as you guys know, my dad is sick. My stepdad, but I call him my dad. He's stage 4 cancer. He's in treatment, but it's we're all well aware of what we're dealing with. It's not like he's going to be cancer free or anything like that. It's just, I'm sorry, Buffy. It's just a matter of time. We're just, I would say, I don't know. I think about this a lot, actually. This is an interesting topic. This maybe sound insensitive. I'll finish what I was going to say first. My mother is the opposite than I was, but my mother hasn't ever lost a husband. I've lost a husband, and I worked in senior living where people died all the time, and they were my close friends. I was friends with these people. They died all the time. So I would say I got kind of conditioned to knowing it's coming when you're surrounded by seniors. That's not my mom's life, right? So if I even bring it up with her, she's like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. And I would never push that, right? Like I would never push that boundary. She don't want to talk about it. She doesn't need to talk about it. Either way, I will be there for her when the time comes. So I'll be there for her to talk about it when it's time to talk about it. But I'm not going to push anyone, whether it's my mother or anybody, to talk about something they don't want to talk about. Hey, Ruth Anna, love you, babe. Yes, Pat Jonas. That's the fact of the matter. That's reality. It's a waiting game. And he is, at some point, he is going to exhaust all options. Like he can't have radiation ever again. Right now, he's on a new study, like a new cancer study. Hey, Michelle Asbell. I remember talking to you about your mother at length in that first watch that day with you. I felt very privileged for you to share that with me, Michelle. Oh, thanks, April Thomas. Welcome in, babe. I have thought about this, and this is a dark thing to say. Hey, Abigail. Ooh, a nice scripture here. Open the heaven gates to all who are righteous. Allow the faithful to enter. You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you. All whose thoughts are fixed on you. That's lovely. And it's Old Testament. I really like that you put, all of you do now, you put Old or New Testament. And now that I know what that means, it means a lot to me. Abigail, that's beautiful. And thank you for that. I'm glad you're here, babe. Thank you for your super chat. It's very kind. None of us know, right? Until we walk in somebody's shoes. It's just the way it is. Until we experience it, we don't know. We could, it's one of the worst things is people are, it's one of the things people do. I wouldn't say it's the worst thing unless it's with ill will, ill intention to be like, well, I would have done this. How would you know? We don't know. When I was going through what I was going through in my previous marriage, and when it all unfolded and I told everybody the truth about what was going on, how many people said to me, why didn't you just leave? It's such a weird thing to do, to minimize other people's experiences, trauma, and also to insert yourself. Hey, wow. Hey, Dusty Soda Dispenser, welcome in. Nice to see you. Really nice to see you. I remember signing your t-shirt. It's so nice of you to come in. Hey, Martin. It won't be GeoPlanet, Jane. It won't be. We're just fighting it. But it's a weird thing to minimize somebody else's experience. And I don't know really where I was going with that, other than I know where I was going with that. I don't have cancer. Thank God. I have not experienced cancer or a severe illness that's life-threatening like that. But I think about it because I see what he has to go through. I see what other people have to go through when they have cancer. And it's just horrifying. It's terrifying. And he's so tough. And I think though to myself a lot, if I were in this position, would I? He's fighting it. I mean, he is a fighter. And I know why he's fighting. He doesn't want to leave my mom. And there's more reasons than that, I'm sure, right? Like he's got his family, he's got his farm, he's not done. He's got a purpose, just like we all do. And my question, not my question, what I ponder for me, would I fight it? Or would I just lay down and say, I don't want to do this anymore? I want to stop all treatment. Hey, Jane Aldrich, I want to stop treatment and I just want to let it happen. I don't know. I know that people do that too. I know a lot of stories where people have done that. They just say, I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to go. Um, yeah, Buffy, it's a terrible thing. I don't care. Trauma is trauma. Loss is loss. There's no comparing to anything. So it really, really bothers me. Hey, Gene Strong, I think people do this. People don't do it because they have a bad heart. I think people do it because it just comes out that way sometimes. But like, people really need to pay attention to, well, why didn't you just do this? Why didn't you just do that? I would have. Okay, great. But it really minimizes what I went through, right? Or it even kind of takes away what I went through. And I mean, I, as in all of us, it's not a competition, Verbo Boss. Like, trauma is trauma. Nobody's story is more severe than anybody else's. And especially because we weren't there. We don't know. I really, really have a hard time with the, I would do this. You should do that. Hey, Melissa, because it's like, I don't know what I would do. I can barely give advice for my own life here, right? Like I'm just barely like able to raise a stable human being myself. Like, why am I so self-righteous to be like, you should do this? Stupid. I just don't do that to people. I don't like it. Dusty, I'm really happy to see you. Well, enjoy your lunch, my friend. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. That was kind of you. Yeah, always late says people just don't understand it if they haven't experienced it themselves. Yeah. I did not read that story, TJ Novak. So I'm glad that came up. That's what I love about these streams. I never know what we're going to talk about. I don't know what the topic is, other than I do have something I want to say. I enjoyed so much. This is what brought up this memory. I had totally forgotten about it. Hey, Wanda. Nice to see you, babe. I went to a baby shower last night. Sorry, my friend just called me and she said, I just called you. She doesn't know I'm live. Well, hey, Jules. Nice to see you, babe. I was thinking about you yesterday. Dang, Jojo. As long as you're good and you get it checked and it's okay, that's great. Hey, Sam Ashby. I went to a baby shower last night and it was a great time. Hey, New Life Plan. I'm happy you're here, babe. I love when you come in. I went to a baby shower and I hate baby steps. I haven't been to a shower since my sister's. Hey, Rachel. And it was so much fun. And I got to meet so many people. And you guys know whose shower I went to. Hey, Andy. Thanks, Andy. I went to, if you guys remember Ellie, the store that I stream in, who owns the store, and her mom, Christy, her mom put on a baby shower for her. She's due to have a baby the end of September. So it was lovely. I got to meet all of her friends. It was quite a few people there. And it was just fun. And I met some nice ladies and I sat at the table and just, it was, guys, it's sometimes nice to just chit chat with people you don't know. You get to know people. And I was just feeling grateful. Well, thanks, New Life Plan. You are cute, cute, cute today. Thank you, babe. That is so nice. I love you. Thank you for being here. Sometimes there's certain people that I just, when I see that they're in the chat, it just makes me feel really warm, and you're one of them. Thank you for your super chat. Love you, girl. And I don't really know where I was going with this, other than I was feeling lots of just gratitude last night, sitting there talking. I was in a really nice home. The people were super kind. The food, the little snacks were good. It just felt good to be in that atmosphere. Thanks, Jojo. And I met a really nice lady, beautiful lady. She was um close to retirement because she said she was going to be retiring soon. The food was really good, Lumen. She had little sandwiches and she had cute little cherry tomatoes with mozzarella cheese and basil, like on a skewer stick. It was really cute. It was good. Um, Audra in Denver, it's been a long time. Welcome in. Very nice to see you, babe. Very kind of you to come over here. I love that. Um, this lady was so kind and she was from Connecticut, but she lives near me. Hey, Katie did it. Very successful woman. Again, I told you guys, I really look up to women like this, especially who just are self made. They are kicking ass. And no, there wasn't actually Armenia, but there were cookies. And she just had a very high powered job. Hey, Joy Lee. And she was very dressed nicely. She was just a very, very beautiful. Yeah, Audra in Denver will come by anytime. I really enjoy having you here. Me too, Helena. And anyway, the point is, I just found myself chatting with her for a minute. Hey, Biggie Cat, nothing. Hey, Ann and Ashby. Hey, Holly. Okay, people are still trickling in. And she just said, she said something really cool to me. She said, what do you do for a living? And I said, I work from home. I said, I'm a content creator, but I didn't say anything else other than that. And she said, oh, that's great. And nice, Wanda. And she said, she asked me something. I can't remember how it came up. Oh, I know what I said. How did I say this? Why did I say this? I said something like, well, I don't know. I was raised in a cult. She did, Renee B. Yeah. And she said, a cult? And I said, I was raised in the Church of Scientology. And she went, oh, hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. And I said, yeah. Hey, Warden Fissel. Wow, it's like old home week. Welcome in, guys. I'm serious. It's really good to see some of you I don't ever get to see. Sorry, Jules. And what is intense about Connecticut? Joy Lee, my close friend, one of my closest friends is from Connecticut, and they're just kind of intense. Those Northeastern people, they talk like this. And hey, MLG Gamer, nothing bad about them at all. But like my closest friend, Leslie, she is like just a badass about stuff. She'll be like, what's the problem? Tell her to fuck off. Like, I'm like, whoa, they just cut to the chase. Oftentimes there's not a soft landing. Hey, Patricia, I love that. But I'm just saying, like, they're kind of intense. So I said I was in a cult, and she said, wow. And I said, yeah. And Joy Lee, I don't know if they're all like that, but I'm just saying, my close friend Leslie is yeah, Ann and Ashby, they can just be very forthright. Yeah. And I don't mind that. I like people like that. I would much rather hang out with people like that than passive aggressive. Abigail, yeah, not everybody does have that accent. They're unapologetically blunt. Yes. Lady O, welcome in, babe. I love that about them. I'm not complaining. I think it's great. They're very direct, Renee B. Yes. And I do like direct. I'm direct. I'm pretty direct. So I'm really dragging this out and it's stupid. But I just said, okay, talker, weird. Well, YouTube changed up names. I just said I recently have developed a relationship with God because I was talking about being in a cult. And the warmth and the change on this woman's face made me cry. I started crying because it was just really intense. She looked at me and she went, that's beautiful. And she was like, congratulations. And it was such a strange way to, I guess it was like a strange response, but it was so fitting for her to say congratulations, like I accomplished something. I never thought of it like an accomplishment. And I was like, thank you. It was so validating. Hey, Mona, it was just very interesting that she took that to heart, man. She was like, I'm so glad. She was like, congratulations. And I said, wow, like that's very Very fitting. I would not think to say congratulations, but she did. Like, it was such an accomplishment. I thought that was really cool. Old home week from a mass hole, Massachusetts slang tax. I love you, New Life Plan. Thank you. That's funny, a mass hole. Thank you, babe. Um, and you know what she said? She gave me the best piece of advice. She goes, "Do you have a church?" And I said, "I don't." And she said, "Well, I love my church if you want to come." And she told me what it was called and where it was at. And she said, "I would love to see you there if you want to come." And I said, "Yeah, maybe we could check it out, friend tax." Okay, babe, you don't have to do that anymore. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you. I love you, New Life Plan. And I said, she goes, "Do you intend to stay here?" And I said, "No, I don't like it here. I don't intend to stay here." And she goes, "Well, let me give you a piece of advice." And I said, "Okay." And she goes, "Wherever you end up moving, find a church that you like first and build your community around that and then move. Like, figure out that you like a church first." And I said, "That is really good advice." It's just a really good piece of advice. Like, if you are wanting to find a church and have a nice community, I think that's a really cool piece of advice. Just find a church that you like and meet some people around that. And I thought that was really cool. Um, you accomplished opening your heart. That's a lot. Yes, baby steps. It felt like the right acknowledgement. I wouldn't have picked it myself, but it just felt right. So thank you for that, baby steps. Thanks for saying that. And thank you for your super chat. I do too. Lady O loves that idea. I did too. I thought that was a really good piece of advice. Hey, Cliff Ann. So um, it made me think, though, it made me think of a sad memory. So it is, Holly. So we go to this, my mom and I go to this beautiful shower, beautiful home, like just immaculate, just beautiful. And they're just the kindest people. You guys know Christy from the channel. When I stream at the store, she has 4 daughters. They were all there. Yes, Holly. Yeah, Lumen, I love that. Bloom where you're planted. And I was thinking, I don't get to go to a lot of, like I said yesterday, I love showers and weddings and things like that. I don't ever go to them, probably because, interesting, Martin, probably because I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of community. I do on my channel, but you guys are not local. So I don't get invited to a lot of things, but I really realize how much I crave that connection. And I was thinking about the last time, I was like, when are the last couple of showers I went to? I don't even know. Well, the last one I can recall is my sister Brianna's baby, and he's 2 now. So it was a couple years ago, and I flew down here to Tennessee for it. It was, again, lovely, beautiful home. It was at her sister-in-law's home. It was really nice. Baby steps, finding a church fit can be very difficult. I like the advice. Yes. Yes, I agree with that. I thought that is really smart. It's like that would probably make things fall into place. If you're moving to a new place, find a church and a pastor that you really love and build around that. I think that's very smart. Very simple, but very smart wisdom. Thank you for the super chat. And I thought of a shower. It wasn't a shower, actually. Take that back. It wasn't a shower. It was the birth of a child. And it was my sister-in-law at the time, Fiona. Iwa, can I show my new tattoo? Yes, it's healing. It's kind of shedding. It's kind of, I'm now putting lotion on it every day. I was supposed to put A&D ointment on it for the first 3 days and then lotion. So you got the 444 at the top, and you've got the here with the words, but it's healing up nicely, I think. I mean, I sleep on my left. Oh my God, it came back. Okay. Also, guys, wait, can you guys see me now? Tell me, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna have to go grab a check in a minute. I forgot the mower is here. Remember he was here 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna have to go grab it. Okay, good. I have to go grab a check, although he probably won't be done for at least an hour. We're good. Okay, you guys are back. Thank God. My internet went out for a minute. That never happens. I sleep on my left side, so I don't know if that's good or bad. If it's like rubbing on it too much, it's probably fine. Uh Thank you, Lady-O. I don't love where the outshine placement is, but I'm also getting used to it. And once it's all done, it'll probably look right. Um, Rachel, Rachel has a good memory. What did he want to talk to you about a couple weeks ago? The mower kid? He raised his prices. He raised his prices $10. So every 2 weeks now it's another $10. And you know what? He's like 19 or 20. And I said, do it. Do it, kid. That's fine. I'm happy to support him. He's got a morning job. He has a church he said he goes to. If I can afford it, I like to support people. So yes, he asked for more money. Yeah, Rachel, that's funny. I forgot about it. Yeah, so I got to write the check for $10 more. Thanks for reminding me. So I'm dragging this out, but I was thinking about the last time I went to remind me of the 4-4. Hey, Georgia Burke. Probably Sherry Taylor. 444, guys. Yes. So 444 means protection of angels. Angels are all around you. Liz Tricks actually sent me something that I had never seen before. I love that, Liz Tricks. Thank you for that text. Oh no, maybe it wasn't Liz Tricks. It wasn't Liz Tricks. Who sent me this? This was interesting. Angel numbers. So look at the 444. Protection. The universe and your spiritual guides are protecting you. You can screenshot that if you want. But that is angel numbers. That's what that means. Sam Ashby, is it frozen again, guys? Thank you, Hope Between the Dreams. Guys, am I frozen again? Okay, Buffy says no. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me get to it because I'm just dragging. My sister-in-law, thank you, Viggy Cat. My sister-in-law, I love that, Alicia. Her name was Fiona. She was married to Michael's brother, so Doug and Brenda Argis's other son. I love that, Audra. Thank you, Oh Susie Q. They were in the Sea Org. Okay, Sam and Fiona. Okay, they were in the Sea Org. This is Doug and Brenda's other child, Sam. He's the oldest. And they got pregnant in the Sea Org and they left the Sea Org. She was very high up. She's Australian. She was born like into the Sea Org, or she was either that or I think she joined when she was like 6 or 7. And yes, for sure, Renee B. And hang on, guys. Okay, guys, we had to do that. I am so sorry. Hey, Linda and Kestrel, welcome in. I don't ever do that. You guys know I don't do that. Hey, Debbie A, that was that attorney's office. So I needed to take that call. Thank you for standing by, and I apologize for that. Anybody that just read my lips, I'm not worried about it, or I would have covered my mouth or closed the screen. It was not a conversation that I'm worried about. Hey, Heather. I want to finish this story because it's important to me and I remembered it last night. So Sam, are you guys following what I was saying? I had my brother and sister-in-law. Alicia, I love you. My brother and sister-in-law, okay, were in the Sea Org. She was high up. She was CMO, the Commodore's Messenger org, and he was regular Sea Org. He was a thank you, Marie Marion. He was a supervisor in the course room. Okay, so they get pregnant, they have a kid. Now, that kid's like, at the time, that kid was like 3. They had a little girl. Then this is all happening in Kansas City. And then they moved to Clearwater. They moved back to Clearwater. They have every intention of going back into the Sea Org and taking their kids with them when they turn 16, just so you guys know that. So they're going to go back into the Sea Org with their contracts and take their children and go into the Sea Org. That's how it works. Okay. So they're raising their kids now in Clearwater, right by the Clearwater org, right? Flag. They have a house there. Doug and Brenda now live there. Okay. But at this time, hey, Kay Thompson, Brenda's doing, hey, K-Fic, Brenda is doing the training. You guys know what I'm talking about, the training program. This is all like 3-4 years ago. Okay. Brenda's doing the training program. Fiona's pregnant with their new grandson. Okay. They had a boy. And it made me think about this last night, and it's insane what I'm about to say to you. Brenda's on the training program at Flag. Fiona's pregnant and due to have their second baby 10 minutes from there. Okay. It's not like it's 3 hours away. 10, yes, Renee B, 10 minutes from there. She's due to have this baby. And she's getting closer to her due date. She's getting closer. And Brenda sends in what's called a CSW. A CSW is basically a time off request like you would for PTO. It stands for completed staff work. And so what you do when you try to get time off, whether it's for a day, an afternoon, a week, whatever it is, it's typically never going to happen for you. But you turn in what's called a CSW, and it has to go through the channels. It doesn't just go to one person. It goes through all of your people above you, all of your, what we call seniors. Okay. And what you have to do, it's insane. When you turn in a CSW, by the way, this is not just for staff. If you are a Scientologist, but you're not a Sea Org or staff member, if you are on course or going in session, if you're paying to go on course or go in session, you too have to turn in a CSW. If you're trying to take off, like say you want to leave for the weekend, you have to turn one in to your course supervisor. So it's the same thing for everyone who wants any kind of time off from what you're doing. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to write, I'd like to take this off. And you can't just be vague. You can't just say, I want to take this 1 week off and I'll be back the following week. Oh, no, right? There are no boundaries and we want to know everything about you. So you have to write up specifically exactly what you're going to be doing and why it's more important than being on post, than being on Hey Michelle Lynn, than being on course, than going in session, than saving planet Earth. They want to know why it's so important. Why is this wedding more important than saving planet Earth? I'm not kidding. Are you guys following? So Hope Between the Dreams, I think I do. Yeah, somebody sent me something once. Mods, do I have Cash App? Maybe I'm thinking of like Apple. Somebody sent me something on Apple Pay or something. I'm not sure. Thank you for asking, though. Abigail, this is what they call a congratulatory scripture. Anyone who belongs to Christ has become a new person. The old life is gone. A new life has begun. I believe that so much. Abigail, that is very fitting, and I love that. Thank you. And thank you for super chatting that, babe. Thank you. That's amazing. And I totally agree with that. So thanks, Nicola. Thanks, Lady O. So Brenda is going to be the grandmother. Thank you, Hope Between the Dreams. I also have Venmo and PayPal. Um, and I guess I have Apple app or Apple Pay because again, someone sent me something once and it just showed up on my phone. It was like so and so sent you $75, and I was like, wow. So don't worry about it, no big deal. But thank you for asking. Um, hey, Lori Lee. So Brenda is going to be the grandmother of this child, guys. Brenda is on the training program 10 minutes from their house. So, like a month before the baby is born, Brenda turns in a request for time off, a CSW. It has to go through like 6 channels. She requests off, I think, 2 days. She requested off 2 days, excuse me, 2 days to go when the baby is born. So, whenever this baby is born, she wants to go see the baby naturally, right? Her grandbaby, her second grandbaby with Sam and Fiona. Thank you, Shell. And she did this a month in advance because she knew what was going to happen. And it did. They rejected it. They sent it back down the lines, is what it's called. She sent it up lines. They sent it back down lines. And she got a no. Your request is denied. So she gave it a month because then she wrote a new one and said, well, what if I make it up? Because you have to put in there. I don't know what's going on with my throat. Sorry. You have to put in there, guys, why it's so important. And you have to put like how you're going to make up the time. Not kidding. You have to somehow put in like, even though I'm taking this time off, I'm going to put in an extra 6 hours on my day off here to make up the time for that. That's what you have to do. So, yeah, Kestrel. So she gets rejected. Keep in mind, this is her grandbaby. All I can say is I'm so happy to be out here, and this whole free will thing just has me floored. Okay. So she's a slave. She gets rejected. Her CSW gets denied. She rewrites it. But this time she writes more kiss ass material. She's like, and I will do this, and I will clean this, and I will help with this, and I will do drills with these people, and I will do everything I can possibly do to make up for the time. Yeah. TN taters, yes. You have to, yeah, this is such a good truth. Yes. You have to plead your case for family time. Yes. This is a baby being born. And it's not like she's saying, and even if she was saying this, it should also be approved. But it's not like she's saying, I got to fly to California where they live. They live 10 minutes away. Okay. So she gets it denied. She sends it back up lines. She rewrites it. I'll kiss your ass this way and that way and the other way. They deny it again. She's telling me all of this as it's happening. I'm a full-time through and through believer in Scientology at this time. And I was like, really? They wouldn't approve it? And she was like, no. So she rewrites it again. And they write her back and they're like, you can't take that much time off. She asked for 2 days off. They negotiated. And do you know what they allowed? Guess what they approved? I'll let you guys guess. Put in the comments what you think they did. Hey, Soph. That's true, Sophia. Sorry, that's the yard people. Debbie Zito got it right. Ewa got it right. Michelle Lynn got it right. Robin Miners got it right. And Kelly Lord, 4 hours. They gave her 4 hours. Yep. 4 hours. She got 4 hours. I know this. I wasn't there, but I was on the phone with her. She got 4 hours off to go see her newly born grandchild. Yep, it is, Alicia. She got 4 hours off. She got approval. They even gave her the hours. They didn't say, like, pick the hours. She had to go at 8 a.m. She had to be back by noon, by lunch break. She had to be back. At the time, they were not doing the overnight studying. It was, yep. She got 4 hours off to go see her new grandchild and see her daughter-in-law, make sure she was healthy, everybody's safe. She got 4 hours off. And she didn't really complain to me about it much on the phone. She thought it, I mean, she was pissed off. She wanted 2 days. She wanted to be able to go spend the night at their house, help her with the baby. 2 days, guys. That was her request. What would have happened if she would have come back in 6 hours instead, says Rachel? That's a great question. She would have been in humongous trouble. First of all, at 4 hours and 30-minute mark, if she wasn't back, they would have been driving to her. They would have been going to what's called recover her. She would have absolutely been picked up by 4.5 hours. No question. They were clocking that. They were absolutely clocking it. There's no way she could have just strolled in at 6 hours. They approved 4 hours and they gave her the hours. K-Fic, they gave her the hours. So I remember she went to the hospital. She got to see the baby. She got to just be there for 4 hours and she had to leave. So it wasn't total 4 hours, right? Like she probably had to leave at, I'm sure she got about a total of 3 by the time she had to get ready, go there and drive and then make sure she was back on time. Yeah, it's Don Pariso says that's kidnapping. Yeah, Christy Lynn Wilson. So it's absolutely goes back to what that pastor told me. That is spiritual abuse beyond, like, that is so, and I was pissed about it. Does her being pissed off mean she gets that it's abusive and wrong? She wasn't pissed, Audra in Denver. She was disappointed. Brenda never got mad about stuff. She was so beaten down and she was like, there was no fight in her. And to be fair, most Scientologists, outside of people like my dad and Doug Argis, they'll give you an FU. They'll say, like, I'm not doing that. That's against my integrity. Every once in a while, you have a choice few Scientologists who still will go, F you. I'm not doing that. For instance, when COVID happened and you had to wear, in order to go in, you had to wear a mask and gloves. My father-in-law, Doug, was like, fuck you, I'm not doing it. He wouldn't do it. He refused. He would not do it. So he just went and sold books for a couple of years while they had that policy. Like, he did stuff. He disseminated, which means like spread the word about Scientology. He sold books. He did everything he was supposed to do. He just would not wear a mask and gloves to study for 5-6 hours. Audra in Denver, it's horrible. It's total spiritual abuse. She could not go see her grandchild. She couldn't go see him for more than 4 hours. They approved 4 hours. And so this whole thought process lately that I have been talking about of not just spiritual abuse, but just my whole coming to terms with the fact that I have, like, just the concept, guys, the concept of free will is really exciting to me and very new and very kind of the sky's the limit with that for me. And so I've been really thinking about it. And then I think back to memories like that where I remember being shitty to Brenda about it on the phone. I was like, 4 hours? All you got was 4 hours? I was like, that sucks. And she was like, I know. She was like, but you got to make the most of it. You know, at least I got to see him. He was so sweet. Like, yeah, no heart, JoJo, but they're so beat down. This is exactly why it's not that I'm not interested in it. I'm always interested in helping a Scientologist get out of Scientology. I'd always help with that. Anything anybody needs me to do, I would help with that. But they're not coming out in droves, guys. If it were that easy, Doug and Brenda would be here with me, with their grandson, Huxley. But the point is, they had to make a choice. Think about that for a minute. I want you to really think about that. Doug and Brenda were put into a position when I came out into the YouTube world, once I was found out, right? They were going to lose either way. So they either leave Scientology and they leave their two grandbabies and their kid, Sam, and his wife, Fiona, and their entire existence with their Scientology friends and their career and her everything to be with me and Huxley and Michael, their other son, or they let us go and they gain everything they still have, which is Scientology and all their friends and their kid. They had to make a choice. And every time I think about something like a concept like that, I just think, I have to talk about this more. We have to spread this more. This is a serious cause that like I want to fight for. I don't think we're going to get anybody out, but I want to spread the word about, oh man. So that happened to me at the baby shower last night. I was sitting at a table with my mom and this new lady I really loved that was inviting me to her church. One of the ladies that works at the store, her daughter was in town. I think she was like 25, 30. She's here from California visiting. She's married. She was so cute. She's sitting right next to me. And I said, I was raised in a cult. And the lady went, what? And I said, I was raised in the Church of Scientology. And the lady who I was talking to went, oh, the girl from California next to me, my mom shouts across the table and goes, you being from California, I'm sure you know what that is. And the girl went, what is it? And I said, the Church of Scientology. And she went, I said, you've never heard of Scientology? And she went, no. And I thought, oh my God, we have work to do. That's scary, but it's not uncommon, guys. I have said Scientology and people will go, oh, Christian Science? People don't know what it is. Now, that's a good thing and a bad thing. That's a good thing because they're not making the progress they tell you they're making and spreading the word across the world, right? But it's a bad thing because you can go and pluck those people. You could go up to that girl and go, hey, Pepper Jelly, I'm happy to see you. Hey, babe, I hope you're doing okay. I think about you. We love you, Pepper Jelly. So it's a double-edged sword there. Do you remember what church the lady at the shower said her church is? Yes, she said Church of God. Baby steps. It was Church of God, which I don't know much about that. Do Scientologists, hey Lacey, do Scientologists really have real friends in the cult though? They think they do, Jojo. They would say yes. I thought I did, but the problem is, Jojo, you have no form of reference, point of reference, right? Like I had friends in the church because that's as far as friendships went for me. But they're going to tell on you. They're going to write reports on you. Abigail says, oh, thanks, Robin Miners. I'll have to look into that. I've had to educate almost everyone I know locally about Scientology. That is absolutely wild. But yeah, Jojo, it's the truth. They think, guys, they're right. They think they're right. They think they have friends. They think we are the crazy ones. They think we are the dumb people that are swimming through mud. I know that. I was in there. They said it all the time. They're swimming through the mud. So that's crazy, Sophia. TN Taters. I think after watching Jenna's interview last night, you were put in my algorithm. Well, welcome in. I hope you come back. I was a Scientologist. I was born into Scientology, born in for 38 years. And I reached out to the Aftermath Foundation for help once I found out that I was in some potential trouble with it. And here I am. So welcome in, and I hope you come back. I don't focus on Scientology as much as I should, and it's just hard for me because TN Taters, I am the newest one probably out that's here on YouTube or public. I've only been out, it's coming up on 3 years, and it's weird. It's weird to talk about it. Sometimes it's hard for me to talk about it, but I really hope that you come back. You say it's fascinating to you, then I hope that you stick around because I have some things I'm working on, and this chat is amazing in helping me kind of work through the stuff. There's a lot of abuses that occurred. I don't know if you were in here a minute ago when an attorney's office called me. I'm looking into reporting those abuses. So I hope you stick around. Lacey, welcome in, babe. So Honey Lou says, Reese, I think that was the first time. Thank you, TN Taters. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Thank you. I mean it. I hope you come back. I really enjoy getting new people, especially people who are interested in Scientology and spreading how evil it is. I love you, Hope Between the Dreams. Buffy, so true. And this is an amazing group, by the way. This is an amazing community. We have a lot of friendships here, and it's very real. Like this show is about the people in the chat. We're pretty tight knit community. Honey Lou, I think that was the first time you said "we" on the outside rather than you saying it in reference to being in Scientology. So TN Taters, she's right. Honey Lou, right here. Hey Pam Fredette. I still, because I'm so newly out of Scientology, I talk like a Scientologist. It's unfortunate. And I say we a lot of times when I'm referring to a group of Scientologists or how Scientologists think. I'll go, well, we this or I that as a I'll say something like, well, as a Scientologist, I would like, I don't separate myself, but it's subconscious. I don't realize I'm doing it. And thank you for pointing that out, Honey Lou. I look forward to the day. Thank you, Yadira. Hey, Kim is blue. I look forward to the day that I don't feel so much like I was a Scientologist anymore, but I will tell you it is incredibly hard. And the indoctrination is absolutely insane. To this day, I still have a hard time going, is that true? Hopefully, what I learned there was true. Like, I have to unlearn that. Is that real? Is that true? I often have to say, is that really how I feel, or is that how I was told I feel? You know what I mean, TN Taters? Like, I will have to unpack stuff on a routine basis and go, is that really who I am, or is that who I was told I am? And it sucks. It's hard, but it is really, I'm doing the work. I would do anything to help another person about it. But in the meantime, all I want to do is just spread the word about Scientology. I lost hundreds, I'll just say hundreds of friends and family. So it's been hard, but I gained thousands of friends and family on this channel. So it's not anything I would go back for. I would never go back. Thank you, Hope Between the Dreams. Audra in Denver, we love you. And I'm so happy you're here. We support you, girl. I hope you come back. Love you too, no one. I'm happy to see you. But I love sharing, and I feel, yes, TN Taters, were you born into it? I was born into it, and I was in it for 38 years. I'm 41 now. Thank you, Audra in Denver. So I was born into it. I was born in 1984, and my father is still a Scientologist. He is 77 next in October, and he's been a Scientologist since he was like 19, 18. And he's what we would call a big whale in Scientology. He's given millions of dollars to Scientology. I guess he's a big deal. A lot of people probably know who he is, but that's the case because Scientology, you're not a big deal in Scientology. It's just because Scientology is so little. When you've been around that long, people tend to know who you are or know your name. And when you've given that much money, right? So, yeah, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it, TN Taters, and I hope that you stick around. I really do. I love educating people on this topic. I wish I did it more. I just sometimes, like people like you said, you watched Jenna. People who are in the ex-Scientology community. Hey, Muffet Lou. Yeah, that's correct, Abigail. I'm glad for people like Jenna because they are able to talk about it probably and explain things a little bit better. She's been out for a very long time. A lot of those people are really hitting it hard on educating people. I'm very grateful for that because I just can't stomach talking about it every day. It's hard for me. I usually cry through my memories. It's rough for me to do it, but every day I get a little stronger. Every day I feel a little better about it. And I know the support system I have here. So I really do want to discuss it more often. And I hope that you'll walk that journey with us, TN Taters, because it's important. And I really appreciate your support being here. Sometimes I try to imagine what you'd do if you left but never started your YouTube channel. Yeah. I wonder about that too, Martin. I wonder about that too. What would I have done if I hadn't started a YouTube channel? I probably would just still be married to Jeff, and little bits of my soul would probably slip away every day. I'm sure I would be in serious deep state of depression. I was super depressed when I lost my friends and family. I had a really hard time. What brought me out of that was therapy and this channel. Being able to talk about it, all those things is really the strength comes from this community. No question. Abigail says, I heard on Natalie's channel a while back that cult experts say it takes approximately 12 to 15 years to recover from a cult. Now, I heard that Scientology specifically is the worst cult of all cults. And I heard that it takes, for every year you were in, I could be wrong about this, but I was told this. For every year that you were in Scientology, it takes 3 years to unlearn all that stuff, the deep indoctrination that goes on. Tell me if you've heard that as well. You spent 38 years of your life in Scientology and indoctrinated constantly. You've come a long way. It's very normal to feel like that. Yes. And that's what I mean. That's why I love this community, because they're so supportive and they've waited on me. They've waited for me to realize the truth about things, and they've never pushed me. Hey, Colleen, wasn't it Jeff who encouraged you strongly to start the channel? Why did he do that? Yeah, it was Jeff. I would say Jeff and Aaron, but yeah, Jeff for sure. Cute, Lisa Kelson. I bet I look awful on a 70-inch screen. Jeff definitely thought that I should start because I think he wanted me to speak about my experience in Scientology. I don't think he thought that I would ever talk about his cult that he was in. And I'm sure he regrets it greatly, but I'm thankful to Jeff for that. Jeff definitely was like, you need to do it. Now, I have my own thinking on that. I think Jeff had his own agenda. When I first was told by Aaron to start a channel, I think Jeff saw dollar signs. And Aaron kind of encouraged that. He was like, you could make really good money doing this with views and stuff like that. And obviously, right, like a lot of successful YouTubers make really good money. I got the impression for sure, I think the same thing happened when I looked into suing Scientology. He was like, oh, you gotta sue. We have to sue. Like I got the impression right away that it was like, yes, let's start a YouTube channel. Cha-ching. That was the impression I got. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the impression I got from Jeff, is that he was probably more pushing me to do it because he was seeing the potential of the money you could make, which is, let's be honest, it's not that realistic. I think huge YouTubers hit the jackpot, I'm sure. But what is a large amount of money? One, what's a successful channel? There are channels with huge amounts of subscribers that don't make a lot of money. They don't get a lot of views. So it's a weird system mathematically. And I just think that's how I feel about it. Yeah. Karen James says, I heard that too on Natalie's channel. I'm pretty sure I was told that. For every year you were in Scientology, it takes 3 years to get out of that thinking. Me too, Rachel. Yeah, Shelly. I wonder what we would do every day without you starting your channel, Reese. I love what we have here. Honey Lou, same. Yes. Thanks, Abigail. I think I would have been in a very deep state of depression. I really do. Thank you, Lisa Kelson. Yeah, the cellist had ulterior motives. Yeah, I think so too. Probably. I thought Jeff thought your channel would take your mind away from the jesters. I'm sure that he thought in a way that will be like, you guys will kind of babysit her. Like that will be something that keeps her busy, that she needs, like that'll be a nice little social thing for her to keep her off of my attention on me. Let's put it, I don't know. I can't say that that's a fact, guys. I don't know. But as we all know, my ex-husband was in a very dangerous sex cult, right? And if TN Taters is still in here, it's called the Royal Order of Jesters. Yeah, he saw how large Aaron's channel was, probably thought you'd have that many in no time and the money would pour in. Totally, Armine. Yes, I think so. I'm so sorry, Audra in Denver, but I'm glad that you're here. I did see a Scientology. Are you in Tennessee? Is that what you mean? Tennessee Taters? I did see a Scientology place in downtown Nashville. Are they everywhere? Yeah, they're all over the place. They're not in every city or anything, but that I'm in Tennessee, and I'm about an hour from that organization. It's the CC. It's a celebrity center in Nashville. Yes, there's quite a few of them. Love you, Rachel. Yes, there you go. An outlet for you. Yeah. Well, who could predict you'd become so big here? Well, I never did become big, and I think that's the point. I didn't become what he thought I was going to become. Yes, Verbo Boss. Yeah, I think so too, Kestrel. But he ended up okay. That's cool. So do I. I live close to Murfreesboro, so I don't know where you're at, but I live close to Murfreesboro, and I would like to do a stream on that sometime in the near future, guys. I would like to do a stream on that. How many of you would be willing to do that? There's just, you know how I talk about like there's things that I don't talk about and I kind of should. I should push myself to do that. I would like to just go back over the gestures, not necessarily, hey, old Charlie. I'm not trying to say like I'm going to pull out all the evidence I have. I just more want to do a discussion about it. Well, it's still a big channel, I'd say. Thank you, Martin. I mean, it's subjective, right? What's a big channel? I mean, I don't disagree with you. I'd say this is a decent channel. I would say a big channel has 10,000 subscribers. It's not easy to get a lot of subscribers. My subscriber count is just declining every day. It just goes down every day. Okay, Tennessee Taters. Thank you, baby steps. This is very successful, not in a way that YouTube rewards, sadly. Yeah, spooky. Well, spooky monster. That's cute that you changed it. Okay, west of Nashville. Your spiritual growth has surpassed anything that Jeff expected. You outgrew him and his horribleness. Yes, this channel is important regardless of size. Thank you, Castrol. Audra, I'm getting a lot better since I found Reese and a great therapist. Audrey, that is such a nice thing to say. Thank you. You have a lot of activities here, Iwa. I do. So I think I would like to revisit the jester stuff and just some of the things in that marriage. Some of the just. Guys are here mowing. I know. Are they knocking on the door? No. I need to write them a check. So when they're done, please let me know. Thanks. I don't know. I think it's one of those things. It's time for me to kind of discuss that again and go down that path, that avenue of just what happened, like revisit that. If you guys are up for it, I think it's something I need to talk about. I think it's one of those things I kind of stuff my feelings down and suppress it. It's not intentional, but we haven't. Hey, Mason, the drummer, welcome in. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, Hope Between the Dreams. She says, you have helped me so much. I'd like to hear about it, Jojo says. Well, and to be honest, guys, the last time we opened that up about the jesters, I did a lot of those streams with Tommy, and I'm glad I did. I thought Tommy was a great partner through those streams. He did a lot of work on that as far as research and about just the Masons. Mason the drummer, just the Masons specifically. So I'm grateful that he did all that. And I thought we smoothly did those streams together. Thank you, Audrey in Denver. But I would like to revisit them just solo, right? Because I've been solo lately. And thank you, Tashbit. So you know what, guys? I think we should do that. I think we should revisit that and just kind of walk through it again. Kind of like I replay the audios on the Scientology stuff that I have. We've heard it before, but we always kind of pick up something new. It's like a movie you've seen 5 times and you're like, I never noticed that before. I think it's important to dig this stuff back up, even if we've talked about it before. I love you, Kay Thompson. I'm glad that you're here. So I think we should do that. Thank you, Nicola. As you know, tomorrow, you may not know, the last couple of days I've been talking about this. Thank you, Tennessee Taters. I hope you do come back. And I like that you're close by. I hope that you do come back. Thanks, Robin W. We talk about everything here. Just so you know. So Tennessee Taters, Mason the drummer, I am not. Love you, Sophia. Thank you for that support. Tennessee Taters, you may not find every stream to be something like your cup of tea. You just tune out and come back a different time. We often say, hey, Tamber June. We often say this channel is like Seinfeld. It's really about nothing. We just talk about different topics. This is definitely about my journey out of Scientology. Kevin Conklin, I have been loving your pictures lately. I'm glad you're here. It's just we have a different topic every day. We go into the weeds about stuff. We get personal about stuff. We cry. Sometimes it can be weird. We talk about body stuff. I'm just giving you a heads up so you're not like, holy crap, this isn't what I thought it was. It will not be what you thought it was. I can assure you that. But I hope you come back. I hope you give it another try. Tomorrow, guys, tomorrow around baby steps. Did you say you were going to be available around 4:30 tomorrow? I think Abigail will too. Tomorrow we're going to do, okay, Audrey, perfect. I would like that too. Tomorrow we're going to do just a show. I want everyone to be clear on that. We're going to do, I am random, so that works. Tennessee Taters, good. Then this may be a fit for you because this is a very, very random show. I do, Mason the drummer. Thanks for asking. Okay, baby steps. So 4:30-ish tomorrow works. Hey, Dark Roast. I'm going to do a one-off, guys. A one-off. I want everyone to understand. So Tennessee Taters, you're new here. I'll explain this. I recently formed and developed a relationship with God. That was shocking to me, and I never thought that would happen. And it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. It's new, right? I've never read the Bible. I haven't been to church, but 3 times in my life? We were told there is no God. So this is all new for me. And I have all kinds of questions. And I have all kinds of, some questions are kind of embarrassing, right? But I'm happy to ask them here because this is our community and these people are supportive. But I luckily have a lot of people who have read the Bible here and they're very supportive of me finding God. But at the same time, I'm well aware with the thousands of people on this channel, not everybody believes in God. Not everybody supports something like that. Not everybody wants to have that kind of a discussion. So we're going to do one show tomorrow around 4:30 Central, guys. And it's going to be just kind of spiritual talk, a discussion about God. I'm going to ask my questions that I can think of about like the Bible, and things like that. And I mean, obviously we're very respectful here. I don't want someone to be like, oh, you're Catholic. Oh, Catholic doesn't believe. Like everybody doesn't. It does a beautiful job of not stepping on other people's toes. Totally cool to challenge. Just be respectful. Obviously not hateful. Nobody is anyway. I never worry about that. But it is a controversial topic. I always avoid religion and politics. We're certainly not going into the politics realm, but I do want to, hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy, I'm thinking about you today, and I want you to know I love you, babe. We all do. I'm glad that you're here. It'll be in, no, we don't religion shame. We respect everybody's beliefs. Like I respect Alana's. There's a lot of people here who say, I don't believe in God, but I respect your journey, Reese, or something like that. So I don't want anyone to feel like, here's the thing, this is something I never, ever, throughout my life, I've had people be like, you should believe in God, or you should believe in Christ. Are you saved? Weird stuff like that. I just want to go forward saying that doesn't work. That's like telling a smoker, you're going to get lung cancer if you don't quit. Don't push people. Respect people. And when the student is ready, the teacher appears. I found God in my own time. I want to have a very fair discussion, but I do not want to be like, well, this is the only way, or it really did happen. I don't want to push anything on anyone. It's simply this, in a nutshell. I was born and raised a Scientologist, hardcore Scientologist. One of the meanest fathers ever that pushed Scientology was my dad. I have a lot of questions and just follow-up things that are just kind of like, I need to know this. So I'm coming to have a group chat, a group discussion about the things I don't know that I'd like to be educated on. Now, I can Google, I can read the Bible, I can go to church. I realize there's other outlets, but I have such an amazing community that does believe in God and that has a lot of good answers. Hey, Marissa Martin, also I love other people's perspectives on things. Let's face it, just like a movie, just like a recipe, just like the Bible, just like studying a certain subject, all of those things are everybody's, it's subjective. That's your interpretation of something. So it's not necessarily taken as solid gold truth, but I love other people's interpretations on things. How many of you love it when someone says something and you go, holy crap, I never thought of that before. I never looked at it that way. That happens to me all the time. And it is such an epiphany moment. I'm like, oh my God, I never thought of that. What a cool way of looking at it. That's all this stream is going to be about. I just want to hear other people's experiences, perspectives on things, how they interpret something. That's it. Hey, Megan Roberts. Thanks again, Megan. Audrey, I totally respect your own personal journey, but I don't do religion, but I do like listening about it. Audrey, that's beautiful. So many people have said that. So, Audrey, if you want to be here tomorrow for that stream, I hope you will. But if it's a bore kind of a subject for you, I get it, girl. Don't come if it's not interesting to you. But I do respect what you just said, and I love that. It's just a journey. I just have questions. Honestly, I don't remember much from the Bible, says Tennessee Taters. I've tried reading it many times, but my ADHD and reading don't mix well. I totally understand that. I find it a little bit intimidating. I'm going to try listening to it audio because that was Abigail's idea. And hey, Paula McDonald. Sorry, I lost my train of thought because I was reading something. Oh, I know. But I also want to possibly go through a children's. Liz Tricks gave me an amazing children's Bible. I'm probably going to start there. FYI, Reese, I would guess that 80% of Christians haven't read the Bible cover to cover. So don't feel you're so behind there. It's more of reading different passages, scripture, etc. Interesting. Okay. Religion deeply hurt me from Oklahoma City, so it's been hard for me to engage. Also, I get it. Yeah, Audra, I totally understand. The truck in front of me right now, his license plate is Panky. Oh my God, Meredith Lynn, that's hilarious. And we all have unique perspectives, Tamber June, and you guys, in every topic. That's why I'm doing this stream tomorrow because, hey, Aline, I have such faith in you guys. That's what I'm saying. You have taken me from here to here. It's been so therapeutic just in life lessons, connection with people, just parenting, all those things, all those topics we've covered over the years has helped me so much. So I really want to just get everybody's point of view and just have a nice, friendly, respectful discussion about it. I think it'll be fun. I have a lot of weird questions that I don't want. That's one thing I want to say. I don't want anybody to take offense to. Like sometimes I've been known to ask things and it's so naive that people are like, what did you just say? Like, you don't know that? Everybody knows that. Those are the things I get a little bit embarrassed about. I get a lot apprehensive about, but I'm kind of over that. Just coming out of Scientology, I don't know a lot of stuff. I could talk all day about Scientology, right? I could answer your questions there. But other than that, I don't know anything. I don't know much about geography. I'm not very educated. I ask a lot of questions because I don't know. Again, I thought Antarctica was a state. I didn't know. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not embarrassed of that. Nobody shamed me for that, right? No one here ever shamed me for any of the things I didn't know. They just were so sweet and warm and welcoming. And they were like, that's okay, Reese. Let us explain it to you. You guys have been very much my lifeline for things like that. So I know tomorrow you'll do the same thing. Nobody's going to laugh here. That's a beautiful thing about this chat is our mods really, really protect us here and keep us safe from that. But I'm not ashamed to ask questions. I'm not ashamed to say, I don't know what that means at all. Somebody asked me, I was on a podcast. I've talked about this and they were asking me questions and we were in the middle of this podcast and hey, Miss Sassafras, there was like 9 cameras on me and I was nervous, but not too nervous because I do this every day. I'm on camera all the time. And the interviewer said something to me and we're going right along. We're like an hour in, it's going great. And she said to me, she goes, was that cathartic? And I went, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. It wasn't even something I could like kind of fake it and pretend, but I don't really fake stuff anyway. And she gave me this look like she felt sorry for me. And she goes, healing. Was it healing for you? And I went, oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I don't know if she's edited that or what she did, but she just said, was that cathartic? And I went, I don't know what that word means. Like, I'm not ashamed to do that. I don't care. And if you are embarrassed by that, you're the one with the problem, right? My ex-husband did that to me all the time. He'd go, "You don't know what that means? You should know what that means. You're 37 years old," or whatever he would say. He'd go, "You should know what that means by now. Everybody knows what that means. You should catch up. You don't have any common sense." He'd say shit like that all the time. That's such a mean thing to do. Tash bits, yes. Um, so I've grown from that, and I see that you're the one with the problem. And that's in any state, any case. If you're going to make fun of somebody for something they don't know, that's trash. I don't care if it's a child. I don't care if it's a total full on 95-year-old senior. Anna Banana, by the way, I'm excited about the news that he's going to be out of the NICU soon. Thank you, Shelly. Uh, it's absolute trash to shame somebody because they don't know something that they should know, right? Like, it's just total crap to do that. Wow. SoCal Joy says, sometimes I'm quite impressed with some big words you do know. Well, thank you, babe. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Peggy Collins. Anna Banana's grandbaby is, but he's doing much better. He was preemie and he's gaining weight and he's doing better. What kind of schooling did they have you in? Was it regular boarding or a special kind? Tennessee Taters, it was just, so I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. There was no Church of Scientology there. Yeah, Verba Boss. I went to regular public school. Outside of when I was 7, I was recruited into the cadet org, which is the Sea Org for children at the Flag Building in Florida. So I was taken out of school for that. And then we came back and I went back to regular school. So I went to public school up until 9th grade. And then I was recruited out of 9th grade and sent to be on staff, Tennessee Taters, at the Church of Scientology of Kansas City. So I was 14 when I joined staff. And I worked on staff till I was 16. And during that time, another fellow staff member who was 24, he became my boyfriend and I was sleeping with him for those 2 years. So I was 14, he was 24. And then I left staff. Some things went down, horrible things, lots of abuses. Thank you, Kim is Blue. And I went to Omaha, went back to Omaha, and I became a drug addict. I started doing methamphetamine for a couple of years. And so there's a lot more to it, but it was just a real messy time. So I do have a normal education. I did horribly in school. I didn't get a lot of help. My dad wasn't there hardly most of the time. I just lived home alone. And I just didn't get much of a good education. And that's probably more my fault than anything, right? Like, I just didn't pay attention. I didn't do well. I did not do well. So Peggy says, Reese, you cut your teeth on Scientology. Christianity is a foreign language to you. We are all here to help you learn and understand what we all know. I love that. And it's true. It's very true. She's right. That's what I mean. That's what tomorrow will be about. I don't want anyone to be offended because I'm asking a question in a weird way, or maybe the question comes off offensive. Trust me, I don't mean it that way. It's just, I don't speak your language of Christianity for sure. Thank you, Tennessee Taters. Yeah, it's a long story. And I talk about it, just not every day. But I need to talk about it more for sure. And guys, the other thing we need to do, remember the questions I was asked? We got through the first 20. There's 400. I'm going to go through those again too, because it prompts me to talk about Scientology and just the abuses of it. But number one, on top of it all, it's spiritual abuse. 100% spiritual abuse. I was told once, Liz Trix said, her idea of hell, and a lot of people, I think they may imply this in the Bible. Okay, Kim is Blue. Liz Trix said that hell is honestly just a place where there's no God. It's a place where you can't reach out to God. God is not there for you. God doesn't exist in hell. And she said that is not a place that Thursday before two, it's a list of questions I was asked in an interview, and I saved the questions. They're Scientology questions. And I never thought about hell like that. I wouldn't think about hell about anything because I don't really know enough about it. But when I think about it like that, it makes sense. It's a godless place. There's a lot of godless people in this world that are super hateful, demonic like to me, get off on other people's pain, other animals' pain, whatever they do. They like to torture people. That's a godless individual, right? So why wouldn't hell be a godless place? Scientology is a godless place. When I was asked about God in Scientology, or when I asked about God, I got in trouble for it. There is no God in Scientology. We are the gods. We brought all of this into existence. And hey, Barbara Aldrich. I did not get scared being alone much, no. K-Fic, never blame yourself. It's not your fault. Not a lot of kids pay attention in 6th grade. Scientology took you out of the place you should have been. That's true. And Tashbit says, dang, Reese, you got to stop thinking you pulled everything in. You aren't raised, girl. It was your dad's job to focus you on school. He failed, not you. Okay, I've been asking the question or bringing up the questions. No one. I will continue that after tomorrow's stream. She's really good, Buffy. Thanks for asking. I never call someone godless. It's something I can't know for another. Look how God hid inside you, Reese. I'm talking about evil people, Kestrel. I have no problem saying that someone feels godless to me. Of course, that's not a fact. It's just my take on it. When somebody's evil, like the haters that make fun of this channel, make fun of me, make fun of my dead husband, make fun of our cat that died, to me, that's godless. You don't have God within you. It just doesn't seem like that to me. I could be wrong. It's just my impression of that. I have no idea what I was saying before that. But don't worry, Thursday before 2, I will go over those questions. Anyway, the point is, that was it. Tashbits. Okay, I went back to try to remind myself. Oh, the haters can still be redeemed? Of course they can, Kestrel. But while they're committing those kinds of hateful crimes, right? And saying and making fun of and laughing at other people's pain, in that time, they're godless. Of course they can find God. It's not my business and it's above my pay grade. It's just how I interpret it. Tashbits is right. This is one of the biggest things, Tashbits, that I still struggle with as an ex-Scientologist. I absolutely still believe that I pull things in. I'm totally aware of it. Not always aware of it, but I take full responsibility for that. Hey, Hildy. Hey, Hildy, real quick. Apparently it's apparently National Dog Day. And even though you're not a dog and you were born in the manger next to Christ. Buffy asked that you make an appearance, Hildy, and apparently it's that smells wonderful. So apparently it's National Dog Day. And even though you're not really a dog, I know you're not even though you're not really a dog, we pretend that you are, right? And we know that you're not because you were born in a manger. In the New Testament, you were born in a manger next to Christ on a Thursday night in a chilly barn in a manger, and you were raised with Christ, with little JC. And so we know you're not really a dog and all, but still, we just thought, Buffy said it's National Dog Day, so we thought we could at least put you on display and pretend that you're a dog, right? Oh my God, it's a lot. Lisa, what is 444 reference? Also for the new people like Tennessee Taters, sorry, this is Gertie, and I know it probably creeps you out that I switched my voice if that person is still in here. 444 is in reference to protection by angels. It means angels are all around you. Hey, Amy Edge, that is what that means to me. Lisa Kelson. Abigail, stay alert. Watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. That's terrifying, but true. Stand firm against him. Be strong in your faith. That's New Testament, so you remember that one, don't you? Oh, really impressed by you. Probably scaring the new Tennessee Tater person. They probably already left, actually. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm sure we scared them off. We can't keep a new person to save our lives, guys. Thank you, Abigail, for the super chat. And that's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful scripture. So we know that you're also a frosted mini wheat with eyes. The Lord said, "Let there be a frosted mini wheat with eyes." And then he said, "Let there be light." And that's when the three wise guys came and they had gold bricks. Oh, and they had mirth in their pockets and gold coins and shit. And then the North Star was there, and you grew up with little JC born next. Oh, born in a manger. Audrey, you did? Okay, I'll go back and look. Hey, Kathy Burkhart, I'm very behind. Guys, that's royalty right there. Wood chips and honey. Wood chips and honey. Oh, it smells like a hamster cage. It's beautiful. We really love the smell. Thank you, Gloria. Absolutely gorgeous, Beatrix. What's going on with the hairs? How come you can't control it? Why aren't you in control of your own damn hair? I know you said that, Buffy. How come you can't control your own hairs? She says, I don't have to answer any questions because I was born next to Jesus and everybody here is beneath me. Like nobody's better than me. I am the best that's ever been. And I judge every one of you. Well, goodness, that's not very kind to say, Gloria. Dainty. Oh, really? Kissy paws, kissing the footy paws and whatnot. So yeah, that's hey, Michael Malloy. Oh, really dainty, really incredible. Well, happy National Dog Day, and we hope you have a great evening. We're going to go up to Graham's in a minute and go up and let you run around the farm. What do you think of that? You can go up to Graham's and poop all over the place like you normally do. Go up to Grandma's and crap all over the yard. Well, she's earned it. That's a baby angel. She doesn't have to tame the hair. Absolutely not, Sophia. She does what she wants. I think you've earned that when you were born next to Christ, and no one else was there, right, to know about it. So she just tells the story. But she's from the New Testament, and she's in. Oh, we didn't scare him off yet. Tennessee Taters. I can't believe you stuck through that. That's part of the show, and bless you for staying. And I understand if we never see you again. We wish you well if you don't come back, and have a great wrap up of your summer. And honestly, I hope you have a good fall. I hope we have a good fall here in Tennessee, and I hope we have a nice Thanksgiving weather. So if we don't see you again, you really get out there and be somebody. I know, Hope Between the Dreams, it's a lot. So guys, on that note, I'm going to go write a check for the 444 was your address. Yeah, so I was 44 or 444 is supposed to be the angels numbers. And my address growing up was 4438, and I lived on 44th and Leavenworth. And so everybody says angels must have been, I know, Shelly, I'm proud of Tennessee Taters. Angels must have been somehow keeping track and watching me. And I believe that now. I believe that God was always there. I just never got the chance to meet him. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And I choose to believe that. Not to body shame, I promise, but is she looking a size larger than usual? I am, Heather, not Gert. No, Gert keeps her figure. She runs every day at the farm. No, I don't think so. Camera adds 10 pounds. I'm from true crime drama community, so it would take lots more to scare me away, Tennessee Taters. That's hilarious. I hope you stick around. I like you. I like you a lot. And so does the chat. I hope you come back. Abigail, closing. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. And that is Old Testament. Thank you, Abigail. That's incredible. I love these scriptures. I hope that we have more tomorrow, honestly. And you know what? I'll bring my children's Bible tomorrow that Liz got me, and we'll flip through it as well. Abigail, that was very kind. That's a good one. And I love you, girl. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, Joe Virus. Love you, Megan Roberts. Heather, Gertie's 6 pounds. Hers a little tiny thing. Hers a little tiny. She's the same size she was when she was born next to Christ. Abigail, I love that. Yeah, West Coast Fancy Nancy. So guys, hit subscribe, please, and let's do tomorrow around 4:30. Abigail and baby steps. If that works for you, I'll probably love you, viruses. Tell Rain we love her. I'll probably set that stream up a little bit earlier tomorrow, like a few hours, so that you guys know you can hit the notifications bell. Honey Lou, I didn't know I had one. If I can make it to the box tomorrow, I will. I probably can. I probably can, babe. I didn't know I had a package coming. Thank you, Honey Lou. Okay, Baby Step says yes. Perfect. Okay, Buffy, I'm glad you'll be here. Debbie Zito, that is really kind. Wow. Thanks for gifting memberships. I love it. I say this every time, but I really do appreciate that. I appreciate the super chats, the memberships. I think it's so cool though when you can gift memberships. People love that. It's just a nice thing to do and it supports me too. So thank you, Debbie. I love you, Debbie Zito. That was really nice. I hope you'll come to the stream tomorrow. Thank you, Muffet Lou. I hope you can come, Heather. Guys, again, no one come to the stream tomorrow if you're not feeling it. If it's not your thing, it's kind of like when we talk about sex. If it's not your thing, you dip out, you come back another day. It's no big deal. You won't hurt my feelings, but just I'm curious and I just wanted to have this discussion. It'll be a respectful discussion, but I'm curious about a lot of things. Thank you, Buffy. All right, guys, thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships. Welcome again, Tennessee Taters. I hope we see you again. And that's okay, Kate Thompson. I'm glad I got to see you today. But most of all, I always say this. Hey, Aaron F, welcome in. I always say this, but thank you the most for your time. Love you, Katie did it. Love you, Dawn. Thank you for your time. My love language is quality time. So thank you for spending it with me. I realize that your time is very valuable and I really appreciate it. At the end of every stream, I think usually it's 2 hours, but this was an hour and 40 minutes. Over 200 people hung out with me for that long. So thank you. I'm so glad you'll be back, Tennessee Taters. Welcome in, and you're always welcome here. You got friends now. Thank you. I'm nervous about asking religious questions because I don't want to challenge one's beliefs. That will not be a problem. Audrey, I hope that you come for it. Joe, you're funny. I will. I hope that you come for it because I am in the same boat as you, Audrey. I'm like, ooh, I hope this won't offend anyone. Love you, Tracy Boyle. Audrey, please bring your questions tomorrow because you know what? Your questions may be something I need answered. Your question, Audrey, I may go, holy crap, I never thought of that. I'd love an answer to that. Everybody feel that way. Don't be afraid to ask a question tomorrow because it may be something I need to know the answer to or I'm curious about. So nobody's going to get shamed. You're not challenging anyone's beliefs. Okay. So please know that. Okay, guys, I mean that. You are safe and welcome to bring your questions tomorrow. Yes, Michael Malloy. Yeah, do it with respect. And we will. Everybody will. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you again for being with me today. Hit subscribe, and I will see you. Here comes Fred.